Good morning, Bumblebees, and happy Monday. I hope you've all had a really lovely weekend and you have managed to play out, even if it was just for a little bit because of the weather. But I hope you managed to get out and about for this weekend. So, we're going to have a week this week looking at money, and we're going to start off this week looking at different coins and different money that we have in the UK. And the money that we can use when we go to the shops, and then we're going to move on to calculating with money and visiting the special shop later on this week. So we're going to start off our learning today by looking at recognising symbols for pounds and pence. Now, pounds and pence are two words that you will hear quite a lot over the next couple of days. They are two pieces of vocabulary we're going to use an awful lot. Now, when we go into the shop and we buy an object, so we might visit the village toy shop and we might say, oh, I want to buy this toy. And you take it to the checkout, and the checkout or the supermarket owner will say to you, it's going to cost this much money. And it will tell you whether that is going to cost you in pounds or pence. So sometimes we might find that something is marked with a, and that is for pence, okay? Or we might find that it has this symbol. Now, this symbol is the symbol for a pound. So if it's going to cost more than 100 pennies, then it will be a pound. Now, if it's going to be some pounds and some pence, so for example, I've gone into the shop and I have picked up a box of Lego. So my box of Lego is going to cost me, if my pen decides it wants to work, it's not working at the moment, it's going to cost me £3 and it's going to cost me 50 pence. So my Lego is going to cost £3 and 50 pence. So that's how we're going to write it today, because we're going to write £3 and 50 pence. Okay, so this shows me that it is £3 in total, and then I need my 50 pence coin as well. Some objects might be less than a pound, and in which case, such as this one here, we might say is 75 pence, and we would write it with a pence sign like that. And some objects might just be a pound. So it might be that the toy car in the corner over there is £2, in which case I would write it like that. So throughout today's lesson, throughout the week, sorry, we're going to look at using different symbols for pounds and pence. So if I was to say that the skateboard is £5 and 27 pence, and I would pop my on the end. Now, it's really, really important that when you are using money, you use the sign and you use the pound sign, so that we know that you are working in pounds and pence. So moving on, we're going to look at and recognise the different denominations of coins and notes that we have in the UK, because we have quite a number of different coins. And this picture, this poster here that I'm just making a little bit bigger, shows us all the coins that we have in our country. So we'll start off with the smallest amount, which is a 1p coin. And if I was writing that, I would write 1 because it's a 1p coin. And we can tell it's a 1p coin because it is a bronze coin, and it has got a round edge. And here, the words here say 1 penny. So we can call it a 1 penny or a 1 pence. So moving across, this coin is also bronze, but this one is slightly bigger in size, and it's worth more than the 1p coin because this one is worth 2p. And if we look up here, these words here say 2 pence. So it's worth 2 pence. Now you will notice when we jump to the next coin that we have missed out the numbers 3 and 4. And that's because we don't have a 3 or a 4p coin in our country. We only have a 5 pence coin. So this one here is the first of our silver coins, and it's worth 5 pence. Now, if you are looking really carefully, you will notice that the size of the 5 pence coin is actually smaller physically in size than a 2p coin, but it is worth more money because it's actually worth 5p, not 2p. So they actually go up in value. So we're just going to pause there for a second and we'll come back and look at the other coins in a minute. We're just going to have a look at this little game. So we're going to count the coins to 10p. So here in my piggy bank, I have got some money. So you can see here that I have got a 2p coin because it's got the number 2 here, and a 2p coin and it's got the number 2 there. So when we are counting these coins, we can count in steps of 2. So when I'm counting, I'm going to cross them off so I know that I have used that coin. So we've got 2, 4. So the value of my piggy bank altogether is 4p. Okay, so if we have a look at this one, we've changed the coins this time. So this time we have got the 1p coin, and that is because there is a 1 on our penny, and it also says 1p round the edge. So when I'm counting them this time, I'm going to count in steps of 1. So we're ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in my piggy bank here, I have got 5p. So I look along the bottom and select the number 5, and then our coins change. So the last one we're going to look at, the coins have changed again. Now this time they are all exactly the same coin, but they are worth 5p. So we'll have a go at counting in steps of 5. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So all together in my piggy bank, I have got 50p. Right, we'll pause the game there and we'll go back to having a look at our coins. So we have just used the 1p coin to add them up, the 2p coin and the 5p coin. So let's have a look at the next one. Now you will notice that we jump from 5 to 10p this time. So we don't have 6, 7, 8 or 9p coins. To make those numbers, we have to combine different coins. So this is the 10p coin, and we can see here it says 10p, and it's the second coin in the silver collection, and it has a round edge. This is all the different ways that we can recognise these coins. Moving on to the next coin in our silver collection is the 20p coin. So it says 20p down the side here. On the back it would say 20p. So to write 20p we would put the number 20 and then the 4p. And I've just realised we missed that off for the 10p. So we would just write the number 10 and write p. Okay, so the final one in the silver collection is the 50p coin, and we would just write 50 and then the pence, and it's the 50p coin, and that is the biggest coin in our silver collection, and it's also the biggest coin in actual physical size. Now the 50p coin hasn't got a round edge, and neither has the 20p coin. They have got straight edges that are joined, so they go up to a point, which is how we can recognise that they are different to the other coins in the silver collection. So my 50p coin, let's see how many sides it's got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is a 7-sided shape. Have a go and see if you can tell a grown up what a 7-sided shape is called. And whilst we're doing that, we'll double check the 20p coin. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly the same. It is a 7-sided coin. So let's count this time how much money is in the piggy bank with 10p coins. So we can see here that the value of these coins here is 10p, because it actually says the number 10 on each of these coins. So we know that we have got 10, 20, 30p on our screen, so we need to select the 30p down at the bottom here. It won't let me do it that way, so we'll go back to doing it this way. Whoops. And that is the 30p coin. So we'll count this one. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So counting in your steps of 2 there. So we have got 10p, so we need to select that one. Oh, and we're back to 1 pennies. That one looks really easy. We've got 1 penny and 2 pennies, which means altogether we have got 2 pence. Okay, let's go back to our coins and keep having a look. So the next one we've got is a mixed coin. Now, a mixed coin is a coin that's got silver in the middle and gold around the outside. And you can see from this 1p coin, it also isn't a smooth round edge. It's actually got edges like the 20p coin, but it has many, many more, which are really difficult to see on the screen, but it's actually a 12-sided coin. Now, to write £1, we draw our pound symbol that we looked at the beginning of the lesson, and we write the number 1. So this is £1. We've changed from pence to pounds now. Okay, so if this is our £1 coin, this one here that's bigger, and you can see it there if you look very carefully, is our £2 coin. So we write the number 2. And again, we're still working in pounds. So that's the end of our coins that we have got on our screen. So just before we move on to the notes, we'll pop back to our piggy bank. We will have a go at counting up coins. So this time we've got a mixture of different coins in our piggy bank. We can see there straight away we've got a 10p coin, two 5p coins and a 1p coin. So if I pop my pens up, we can have a go at counting. Now, I always say, if you remember, when we're doing money in school, always start with the biggest coin. Now, use your tens and units to do this. So if you want to put dottings next to it, so we've got 1 10, this one is 5, so we write 5 dots. This one is 1, so we draw 1 dot, and this one is 5, so we draw 5 dots. Remember, it's only 10 or more where we draw our 10 stick. So now we can have a go at counting them, and we start counting with our 10 stick. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I would be selecting the number 21 in my cards at the bottom. So that is how we would add them together. So let's have a look and check, is 21 right? Yeah, perfect. So we would do exactly the same with this one. So we've got 5, start with the biggest one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the reason why I've counted 2 for this one is because it's worth 2 pennies. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I select my number 9, and there we go. Right, let's have a look at this one together. I'll pop my pens back up. I know we're flicking between them a little bit here. So remember, if it's more than 10, you can draw your 10 stick. So we've got 10, 20, and we've got 10, 20, and then we've got 1 and 1. So when we're calculating this time, we start with our 10 sticks. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 41 and 42. So I would select my number 42 from my cards. Well done everyone, because you're working incredibly hard here. So we're just going to have a look at the final notes that we have in our number system. So we have got the £5 note. So when we're writing £5, we would draw the pound sign with a number 5. It doesn't need a pence because we're not working with any pence. And it actually tells us here in the corner what that looks like. And it's always this green colour. So if you ever have this green colour, it will be a £5 note. This one is a £10 note. It's always orange, and we write it with a pound sign and a number 10. And then the final one is the £20 note, and we would write that with a pound sign and the number 20, and they are always purple. So when you are calculating coins that are pounds, you can obviously draw your 10 sticks for £10, £20, or your 10 sticks for £10, or your dots for £5. So £1, £2, £3, £4, £5. So just bear that in mind for later on in the week when we come to do our calculating. So just to finish off our lesson today, we're going to have a look at ordering some of our coins. Now, it's really, really important for this that you don't just go off the look of them and the size of the physical coin. What we need to look at is the number that it is showing. So to order these coins that are in front of me, I need to look really carefully and find the number that is the smallest number, not the smallest coin. Because the smallest coin is actually the 5p coin, but that is worth more money than the 1p coin. So my smallest amount of money is the 1p coin. Ooh, my 1p doesn't want to go in the box, does it? And then the next one that I'm looking for is the next smallest number out of the coins that are left. So it's going to be the 2p coin. But even though it is bigger than the next coin that is going to come physically in size. So my next one is 5. So far we've got 1, 2, 5. So we're now going to use 10. So we've now got 1, 2, 5, 10. The next one up is either going to be 50p or 20p. Well, I know that 20p is a smaller number than 50, so that must be my next number. And finally, the highest value coin on this board, it's my 50p coin. Let's check our answers, and they are all correct. Well done, everyone. So in today's lesson, after the video has finished, this is what I would like you to have a go at doing. You're going to head to a website and you're going to click on a game that's called Coin Exchange. And you're going to have a go at swapping some different coins for alternative coins of the same value. And I'm going to show you very quickly how that works using these machines. So when you click on them, you can click on any one that will give you different change. So we're going to put some coins into the machine and we're going to change it into 2p. So I'm going to put a 1p a 1p coin into the machine, which is given me here. I've put 1p in, and I'm going to put another penny in, and then I'm going to click swap the coins. And straight away we know I've got it right, because out of the machine has popped a 2p coin. Okay, so let's have a see what happens when I put 5p coin in. It won't let me swap the coins. Let's see if I put another one in. It won't let me swap the coins. Why do you think that might be? Is that because I put too much into my machine? So have a think about the coins that we could use to make 2p. Once you've had a go at each one, move through. So let's go for 10p. So I'm going to pop some coins into the machine and change it into 10p. So I'm going to put 1p, 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p, and then I'm going to use a 5p coin, because that will give me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm hoping that when I click swap the coins, a 10p is going to pop out of the bottom. And I'm absolutely right. So have some fun with that. Have a go at all of the machines and see how you get on exchanging your coins, and let me know how you've got on. Well done, everyone.